Welcome to day 23 of the 2022 Diamine Inkvent Calendar. Can you believe it? Only 2 more sleeps left. Let's find today's door. So most of these have been opened. That makes it a lot easier. Well, we've got 24 there. We've got 25. Here we are, down on the bottom, day number 23. Let's take a look, see what's behind the door. Celebration. Looks like an orangey pink colour there. Celebration. Let me just move the calendar out of the way. And we'll fetch the ink down here. So we've got Celebration. This is a shimmer ink. Let's turn it over. Can we see the shimmer? Yeah, that looks like a goldy type colour at the moment. We'll know better though when we see it down on the swatch card and the paper. Talking about swatch cards, in comes my colouring card. Just like give the ink a good shake, agitate that really well. Make sure we've got as much of that shimmer in suspension as possible. So there we go. Hopefully that's all nice and mixed now. So the first tool, Serendipity dip pen with that broad Yoho nib. See what this looks like. So we've got Diamine, Celebration. Soon be time to celebrate, won't it? And we've got Inkvent 2022, day number 23. My next tool, Pilot Parallels with that 6mm blade. Don't seem to have got much there on the nib. Let's dip again. Oh, we're seeing something now. There we go. So at the moment this looks, it's certainly in the orange family to my eye. Quite nice actually. It's not in your face. It'd be interesting to see what this one's like in a nice, maybe even a stub nib. Certainly with the shimmer, if we can get enough there. So let's go quite heavy in the middle. Gives that as much of that shimmer a chance to show as possible. And then finally, one single pass down the side. Right, let's pop this to one side and we'll give it a chance to dry. Whilst that's drying, in comes the Endless Recorder Notebook, 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. Let's do a bit of writing. So, day 23. Celebration. Drying times, so we go immediate, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. This is getting quite dry, isn't it, already? 1 minute. After a minute, that one's nearly dry. Let's bring back the pen and write a sentence. So I am seeing a little bit of shading as we're coming through with this sentence. But let's pop it to one side and give it a chance to dry. Whilst that's drying, in comes my advent calendar, Santa's Workshop. There we go. Make sure you can see that it is there. We're looking for day 23. It'll be around here somewhere. There's 24. 23. It's on the last side, day number 23. So let's see what we've got in here. Get the picture on that side, so we go here. Count Santa's pocket chocolates. Well, there's only the one there. And inside, we've got a Freddo with a milky top. There you go. Stretch these down a bit. Freddo with a milky top. Let's pop this away. We'll fetch in the her bag. This is the gift from my wife. Let's see, what have we got today? It feels like a pen. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. A Kaigaloo 222. Let's take this out of the bag. This is unusual, isn't it? It's like I would say an orange background. Might be a good pen for this ink. And it's got like this black pattern. Let's open it up. In there we've got a smallish nib, so maybe not that suitable for this ink. And then have we got a converter in there? Yep. There we've got the Kaigaloo converter. I love the fact we've got the kangaroo on there as well. Pop this back together and then back in the bag. There we go. So that's going to go back on my shelf to do a first impressions during the new year. We'll fetch back in the notebook and the swatch card. There we go. So looking at the swatch card, it's, like a pinky orange to my eye. I don't really know how best to describe it. There's definitely pink in there. Certainly on this single swipe in the middle here, you can see a fair bit of pink coming through. But we have got a lot of orange. So would you say it's like a very orangey pinky brown? I don't know. I think that'd be a bit of a stretch. This is another one of those inks. Not really a colour that I would have bought myself. But as I've said multiple times, it means I get the chance to really explore the colours. Let's look at the chromatography. So here's the chromatography for this. It went down at the bottom. I'm not seeing any shimmer. Just like, to be honest, I'm not seeing much in the way of shimmer coming through on that swatch card. We go up through some pale pinks. We've got some darker pinks. Then at the top we've got some yellows. Maybe a hint of brown up there as well. I'm just going to step away and see if I've got any inks that are similar to this in my current collection. This is another one where I've struggled to find something that matches. So what I'm going to fetch in first is Twisby Red. Obviously a bit more redder, whereas with the Celebration we've got more of that orange coming through. But tone-wise, I think it's getting close. The other one I'm going to fetch in, this is from last year's Inkvent calendar, and this is from day 20, and that's Pink Ice. A lot pinker. You can definitely see here the shimmer, whereas, as I say, with this one, now it might come over on the camera, but to my eye, I'm not seeing any shimmer at all on there. Taking a look at the writing, again, I've got to be honest, I'm not seeing any of the shimmer coming through. Could be down to the angle I'm using, so you may see this on the camera. It's a nice colour. It's not pink, it's not purple, it's not really orange, it's definitely somewhere in between. As I've already said, not really a colour for me. Might get away with it in a stub nib, but I need to think about it because, is that shimmer going to come through? Maybe there's a bit there on the D, but maybe I'm just hoping at the moment. So this is Diamine Inkvent 2022, day number 23, Celebration.